this morning. I'm out on my walk as usual. I don't have my vlogging camera with me. I've just got my main Sony A7R4 and I brought it out on my new monopod, which I will show you later. It's a work of art, it really is. And I'm just vlogging this using the Sony A7R4 and it's quite early in the morning. I think it's about 7 o'clock. And what I'm doing is, I'm walking the dog obviously, but I'm just snatching a few shots on the way round on the walk because it's really quite pleasant out here at the moment. I've only got the 100 to 400 lens, so I've got no way of actually doing a piece to camera directly. So I'm just talking this one over, and as you can see, it's quite beautifully misty, and I'm hoping to get some trees with the mist and maybe the sun behind them. I've got one problem which you can probably see already. The particular direction the sun's coming from, there's a series of power lines running across it which isn't exactly making for a wonderful image, but I'll either clone them out or find a composition that doesn't include them. Anyway, on with the walk, let's see what we get. On this walk I pass a little tiny stream, and in the bottom of it there are some old last year's bulrushes still sticking up. Now from this angle they don't really look anything at all, but with the sun behind them, as in here, they start to take on a magical glowing property. And I think that very simple image there is what I'm going to take, so I'll stop videoing and take that shot. I've just stopped in the bluebell woods and noticed the sun lighting up the trunk of this small tree, and because I've got the long lens on I can zoom in quite tight. If I zoom out slowly, excuse the wobbliness, I've only got this on a monopod, and apart from the camera stabilisation that's all I've got working for me, and I think that works as quite a nice image. Zoomed quite in, tight on the tree trunk, with a view to a few bluebells, and they look very vibrant and blue in this early morning light, so I'm going to take that shot. So I'll stop videoing now and I'll take it, and then I'll put it up in a minute. Well, I'm walking through the woods again today on my walk. It's my usual round trip. And the bluebells are looking absolutely magnificent again, but today is different. There's a little bit of mist, as you can probably see in the distance, and also the sun's breaking through, because outside of the woods it's completely sunny, but inside little shafts of light are coming down, and I think that's going to give some interesting potential here. So as I spin you round, you can see not me for once, but just how incredibly beautiful this little wooded area is. So I'm going to take a couple of shots here as I'm walking along. I'm looking for one very noticeable tree that's got the light spreading either side of it. That's what I'm hoping to find, and I think I might be able to, but I'll press on. Well, that's the end of the walk. I'm just on the way back to the house now, just doing a little spin round so that you can see how beautiful the morning is. That's the woods I've just walked through, and hopefully be back in a few minutes, start putting a video together. Apologies for the fact that there isn't any B-roll and there's no having to look at me. Well, that might not be an apology, you might be quite pleased about that. But I think I've got some half decent images. I did actually take a couple of pictures whilst walking, with actually while walking. I mean, the shots were taken while I was moving, so I've got intentional camera movement in 2 or 3 of the shots. I don't know how they'll come out. The bluebells are quite pretty, so they add an interesting sort of flavour to the ICM. So we'll get back, we'll have a look, we'll see if it's a video that ever makes the light of day, and we'll speak to you a bit later on. My number 1 best new tripod, or at least monopod in this case. Here it is. This is a piece of wood basically that I found in the woods on the walk at the top of the hill at the weekend, and I thought, yeah, that's actually quite a handy stick. I'll use that for walking with. And then when I got home I thought, I've got a spare tripod head here. Why don't I use it on the top and make a monopod from it? And the result is what you see here, if I can get it to focus on it. There we are, is an Arca Swiss adapter plate fastened on very securely to this piece of old, I think it's a pine tree branch of some sort. Well, thank you very much for watching that. I hope you found it informative. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and support it in that way. Thanks very much for watching.